Hello, welcome in today. We are going to be doing a couple of quests for the next few episodes. Starting off here in lovely Falador, we're going to be doing the Knight's Sword, and then probably just go from whatever strikes my interest first. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right into the Knight's Sword quest. Alright, talk to the squire, who somehow magically lost the Knight's Sword, but couldn't be bothered to go back and find it, so we're gonna make him a new one. Went to the library to learn where the dwarves are, the Imcando dwarves, find out they really like red berry pie. Fortunately, I have a red berry pie. Made it all the way down, found out this dude goes bonkers for red berry pies and will teach me how to make a new sword. Can't make a sword without a picture of the sword, so we went and stole this out of his cupboard. There's only one place to get the special ore that we need, and it just happens to be right next door to us underground, so it's pretty convenient. Take a little bit of heat, risk it for the biscuit to get a second ore. And things get a little bit spicy. Oh, good thing we're not a hardcore. I found you all the sword materials. Make me a pokey pokey, please. Just ate a whole pie and he's already thinking of more pie.
Where are my beads?
Alright, let's bring the sword back to the squire. And finished up the Knight's Sword.
Where are my beads?
Down to the wizard's tower, talked to a wizard, missing some beads. Made me run around the world and talk to imps everywhere to get thrown up on. Not even just once. Or twice. Surely getting puked on 3 times in the same day is bad luck. But 4 times? A little excessive. Alright, brought him back his marbles. And he was still kind of crazy. But we got our Amulet of Accuracy and some magic experience. Now we're gonna go shear some sheep. Hopefully these aren't like Family Guy sheep. But we'll see. At this point, I thought I was kind of slick. I gathered 4 beads from imps around the world for that last quest. Found out that he wanted special beads. Everyone else had imposter beads, so I had to run around and get puked on by imps. Well, this time I brought stuff to make a cake. Good thing I didn't try to gather wool already, because he only wanted black wool, but... soon I'll find out that when I try to bake a cake for the Duke, I don't have the special ingredients. Here's your balls, buddy. Alright, let's bake this guy a cake. No, your ingredients aren't good enough. You need my special ingredients. Sweet, marked some places in red for me. And then, conveniently, when I look at all the red spots that he marked, those were all the places I already went to get the materials in the first place. So, yeah, that was nice to rerun this again, just to gather the materials, but ain't much you can do about that. Thanks to that lady, she changed up the controls to give you super fine flour. Turned in, baked a cake. Didn't even get invited into the party, so that's kind of lame. Time to help out a restless ghost. Father Eric in the Lumbridge Church. Homeboy here's been haunted by a ghost in the graveyard, so we're gonna help him get rid of it. Wanted us to go talk to his buddy in the swamp. Weird place for a vacation retreat, but we're here anyways. He said he's not gonna leave for a couple years, but I'll give you a necklace. Should solve all your problems. Alright. Ghost is missing his skull. Said he got bonked in the head when he was mining down here in the south, so we'll go and look. Conveniently, the skull is just obnoxiously in the rocks. Get attacked by the warlock and bring this guy's skull back. All these early quests are nice, just bang out like 20 in about 15 minutes. Get a couple easy prayer levels out of that. Head down to Draenor Village. This girl is looking for her little boyfriend, Ernest. So, yeah, we'll go look in a spooky house for you. Saw some lights in the top floor windows, so let's go see what's up there. We find Einstein and his pet. Ernest has been turned into a chicken and the machine is broken, so now we gotta go find a couple of pieces for him. Magically, the poltergeists here have been taking all of his crap, but not the chicken. Pressure gauge, rubber tube, and an oil can. Found a gauge in the fountain. Dug up a key. The key brought us to a closet with a skeleton where we find our rubber tube. And then we end up in the basement where you guys can see my puzzle solving abilities are not better than a third grader's. Pull lever, Kronk. Wrong lever. Here we go. Success at last. Final piece we're missing. Time to bring him upstairs to Einstein. And de-chickenified. Whomping 4 quest points. Still in Drainer, ran into Morgan who needs help with a vampire issue. Back in the creepy manor again. Sends me up to Varrock to get some items from a terrible drunken vampire slayer. Only thing missing is some garlic. This guy's wife hates the smell of garlic, so she hid it in the house somewhere. Not in any of the places you would think she hid it. So let's ask her. She's like, oh, I hate garlic, so I hid it. But there might still be some in the house. For somebody that hates the smell of garlic, you would think they wouldn't hide it in a nightstand right next to their bed where they could smell it all the time. But that's where we end up finding it. So now that we have all the tools, let's go wake up the vampire. This cutscene gives me crazy Halo Reach vibes when that one elite just starts going crazy and the music kicks into overdrive. Unfortunately, the music is a lot better than the fight itself. Boop. Alright, let's go let Morgan know that we killed this thing. Another 3 quest points and a combat lamp. Hard to make the decision between ranged or defense. We're so close to 40 to get that next weapon, but we also want 40 defense for our green dragonite armor we bought from the shop. So end up going with defense, crank out a few more levels of that. I think this gets us to about 30, yep, 34. Ran into this witch right next door so we could make some dyes for the next quest. Blue, red, and yellow. Dyes in hand, we're ready to make our way to the Goblin Village. Spread some diplomacy. So far, out of the like 15 quests I've done in total, this one might be the one that hurt me the most to read. Can't do green or red, so let's do orange. Red and yellow, that should make orange. And beautiful Grubfoot here is going to walk down for us and model this off. Alright, well, that one didn't work, so they want blue. Let's try it again. Get Grubfoot out here. I wouldn't even call it blue armor, it's just blue bracelets and leg warmers. Alright, and now that they don't like blue, they want just regular brown. And we've come to an agreement. Brown armor it is. Didn't even need mirror in the first place. But we got 5 quest points out of it, which will come in handy. Alright. Ran into a pirate who wants some rum. Shocker. Only one place to get it, but it's hard to get back because you gotta smuggle it. So. Go see how big the bottle is. Maybe we'll keister it. I look majestic. Bought the bottle, found out it's too big to keister. So now we're gonna have to find a way to get it back. This guy over here is a banana shipper. So we're gonna get a small little part-time job with him filling up this crate. Hopefully we can slip our bottle of rum inside. Paid me enough to take the boat back. Didn't even check to see if the crate was full. Got another part-time job to unload the bananas that we shipped. Turns out this job sucks, so we're just gonna walk out on this guy and bring the pirate his rum. Trade the rum for a key to a treasure chest back in Varrock and Blue Moon Inn. All roads lead back to Blue Moon Inn. Got a little hint at where the treasure is buried in SWTOR Park. Now we're going to see me thinking way too far ahead. We can see the X right there on the ground of stones that I did not notice when I was doing this. Somehow. Read the message. The knight in the park stared home and faces the X, which marks the spot. So I sat here looking at his freaking head and the way it was looking. Walk right past the X. Yep, line it up. Make sure I'm walking in the right direction. Follow the head. Alright, well, now that I'm where I think I need to be, I realize I don't have a spade. Go to find my toolbox. There's a spade in there. Try to use it. Can't figure out how to use the damn thing. Fortunately, I have another one in the bank, so I'll run over there and grab one from the bank. Just to run back to where I thought the head was looking and give a little dig to find nothing. Nice. Alright, let's make sure I'm lining up the head, following the eyes. Don't notice the X right there still. Even at this point, I still didn't even notice the X until about right here. I'm like, oh shit, there's an X. Partially embarrassing, but whatever. Sometimes you overthink. Alright, next up we're gonna do Demon Slayer. Find some guardians that are underground. Each one has its own little test for me. Three of the previous wielders of the fabled sword Silverlight. First challenge, kill some skeletons. Too easy. Second one, follow some directions. And then this one probably gets most people because all he does is ask you questions about dialogue in the quest. So I'm sure if you skip it, you'd have been like, oh, I don't know. I'll just follow my guide. Fortunately, I read all the text, so it was kind of easy to click through. And boom, we got our magic sword. Time to fight this demon, Delrith. Summons a demon and just pieces out on his cultists. Gideon here, hoping I brought the sword that I was doing the whole quest for in the first place. I don't know why I wouldn't have brought it. Whole point of the quest is to get the sword so you could stop the demon. I don't know why I would show up without the sword to stop the demon. Hit him with a mid. Quickly realized that I was at 0% accuracy and I was trying to figure out why I couldn't do damage to this dude. So we just sit here and we beat on him to do nothing. Oh, clearly the accuracy is not going to go up even if I use abilities. So I start to freaking kite this dude around the room thinking I'm missing something extremely important. Turns out kiting him is not the answer. There's nothing you have to move him around the room for. So let's mess with some settings. Maybe it's our combat mode. I don't even know why I went through the settings like it was going to change anything. I think I was trying to change back to Legacy, the original, like old school version style of combat to see if maybe it would help with hit chance. But then found out you can't swap it in combat. Continue to smack this dude. And I decided to just bounce out of there. Go figure out why I can't do damage. Went and bought some bronze swords. Attacked at level 1. Still sitting at 0% accuracy. Which was just wild. Random shot in the dark. I thought maybe I'm wearing ranged equipment. Maybe that has something to do with it. So I take it all off. But crazy enough, that's actually what the issue was. You're wearing ranged armor. It hurts your melee attack chance. So crazy shot in the dark, but now I feel just dumb because I didn't know that beforehand. Alright. Part 2. Let's try it again. You also can't damage him with any other weapon except for Silverlight unless you're dual wielding, and then your offhand can still do damage to him, which is kind of nice. Almost got cooked right here. Almost one tapped. Oh, damn. Did not bring food for this fight, but we decided to stick around and risk it for the biscuit. Charging up his other attack. Fortunately, the shield mitigates a lot of damage, so as long as we don't mess up again, we won't die. Popping a mean DCD. And charging another attack so quick, and I was like, oh, we're about to die here. Fortunately, we make it in the shield just in time. Delrith is defeated, but the cavern closes, so let's get out of there. And we saved Varrock. I'm sure nobody's going to sing tales about us, but it's okay. We get to keep the sword, so I'll take it. Got a wand and a book. Turns out you could find quests just in books. So we're going to search the library, find a book, and learn about the mysterious Shield of Erev. All through the quest, you don't really learn who Erev even is, you just learn about the shield. We're coming here to a fur trader, get some crappy directions to finding a secret hidden gang. Find a Phoenix Gang boss who doesn't know about the Phoenix Gang, but knows how to recruit us, so. As the good guy of this story, will not only join one gang, but try and join two. Over here with the Black Arm Gang. One gang wants some weapons so they can pin a murder on somebody, and the other gang wants us to kill somebody to get some information. So I guess we'll just do that, because it's only evil behavior if you're not trying to find a shield. Oh, we got one half. Got some crossbows from the armory. Turned them in. And now we have free reign to find our other half. Of course we don't find it in the chests. We find it in the most unlikely of places. A cupboard. Boom. If I know anything about math, 2 halves make a whole. And there's our shield. Let's turn it into the king. Get some coins and get some quest points. And on to go make some friends with dwarves.
Unfortunately, business isn't looking any better than last time we spoke. So northwest of here and talk to Ceramic Squire, Selden.
Made some weapons, got them fixed up. Try to bring them into Ceramic. Find out that he's already meeting with one of Doric's workers.
One of Doric's workers is already here and meeting with Ceramic as we speak. The name's Boric. I've just returned from Keldon.
Crazy reveal. It's Doric's son. Kinda called that. When I'm not moonlighting as a mage or an archer, I also spend my free time as a therapist, doing family counseling sessions. And we sit here for about 10 minutes talking about our feelings. Gomeria daft, soppy lad. Alright, now that I fixed their family issues, they want to partner with me before they open their new shop. Like any good business partner, they're going to make me do all of the legwork. So, we got to make them a sign, make them a couple pieces of ornamental armor for some armor stands, and then we have to clear out the workshop down below. Cleared out the workshop. Let's go do the grand opening. And another quest in the books. Alright, now we're gonna run into, I think Hetty the Witch was her name. We're gonna help her out with her little potion, get a little help in return. All she wants is an eye of newt, burnt meat, onion, and a rat's tail. Found everything we need. Let's watch her cook. Gotta admire the little cutouts. The actual character looks like crap, but then the little face in the corner is a lot more detailed. And drink this hot, nasty potion. Found this portal that we kept walking past in Draenor. Tried to go in it, and then a sword came out. Tried to be friends with it. It wasn't really about that life.
My invitation has been accepted. My guest arrives in the underworld, up the river of souls, across the lake of memories, to the city of
I'm glad they...
of souls is a beacon, a guiding light to all the vagrant dead. I will give them purpose, direction. They will spread my influence to the world above. You will be the key to my victory. I will teach you. You will be my last apprentice. I am the first necromancer.
Yeah, I'm definitely glad they tell you it's the city of because I would have said city of Alright, teaches us how to do a ritual, talk to spirits. We decide we're okay with necromancy as long as we're friends with our conjured spirits instead of forcing them to do our bidding. So, that's cool. Ritual performed. Let's go meet our spirit. Boom. Like that. We are a necromancer. But one of the good ones. Alright, since we're learning how to do rituals, let's go do a druidic ritual. Go talk to Cakemix over here.
Is on the Q and the me. I can't understand how so many people get that wrong.
Let it go free again.
Got some help from Master Roshi to make the potion.
So nice to see some polite young people around for a change. Now
For a
take us
change.
back to Cake Mix at the Stone Circle, and we'll be fixed up and ready.
Pretty simple
From the
potion
humblest mouse
ingredients.
to the mightiest of dragons. From the tiniest blade of grass to the tallest oak.
What are you gabbling about, young Cake Mix? The ritual just calls for you pouring the ointment on the stone. Are you trying to put us all to sleep?
And another ritual complete. Sandview keeping it real for us. And now we learn about a priest that might be in peril. So we're gonna run over to investigate. Ran into two goobers at the door, asked me to do a favor for them. Can't even get the name right. Ask my friends for help. Gotta help out Drizzle. That's what the king wanted. They say they've got a dog problem. But it's okay. I volunteered at the SPCA once. I know how to handle this. One dead dog coming up. King was not too happy about it. Turns out the dog was a guard dog to protect the river south. Finally found the actual priest, Drizzle. He said he needed a key to get out and some water to bless this coffin that's got some type of vampire creature hidden in it. Then he asked me for 50 rune essence, because somehow that's going to work as a filter to filter out the bad stuff from the river. Remember, 50, it's an important number. This is my first delivery right here. Turns out he does not need 50. I think 25 did the job. I don't know if 25 pure essence or 50 rune essence or what, but I'll take it. It saves me another trip.